Hi, I'm Fang over at Lenguin.com, and this is Mandarin Chinese. Are you excited to be here? Well, don't answer that yet because we're about to learn how to ask and answer yes/no questions. You've already learned how to ask questions with who,
谁
and what.
什么
Here are two live examples.
你是谁？
我是胡美玲。你姓什么？
我姓王。
Now let's look at another kind of question, one that can be answered with yes or no. Listen to this exchange. Is she Mrs. Wang?
她是王太太吗？她是王太太吗？
She is Mrs. Wang.
她是王太太。她是王太太。
Notice that the question is exactly the same as the answer, except for the syllable ma at the end. Any statement may be turned into a yes/no question, that is, a question that can be answered yes or no, by adding ma at the end. Here's the exchange live.
她是王太太吗？
她是王太太。
Here's another example of a yes/no question. Are you Mr. Wang?
你是王先生吗？你是王先生吗？
I'm Wang Dànián.
我是王大年。我是王大年。
Notice that Mr. King does not refer to himself as.
王先生
One seldom uses the title
先生
or
小姐
when referring to oneself. A married woman, however, will refer to herself by her husband's name with.
太太
Here's the exchange live.
你是王先生吗？
我是王大年。
Now let's see if you understand this live exchange.
你姓王吗？
我姓王。
Here it is again, with a pause after each line. Use the pause to try to translate the line to yourself.
你姓王吗？
Is your surname Wang?
我姓王。
My surname is Wang. Here's another live exchange.
你姓胡吗？
我姓胡。
If the answer is no, one way to handle it is to simply give the correct information. Listen to this exchange. Are you Mr. Ma?
你是马先生吗？你是马先生吗？
I'm Wang Dànián.
我是王大年。我是王大年。
Again, live.
你是马先生吗？
我是王大年。
And here's another example.
她是王太太吗？
她是马太太。
Another way to reply if the answer is no is with a negative sentence. Listen carefully. Are you Mr. Ma?
你是马先生吗？你是马先生吗？
I am not Mr. Ma.
我不是马先生。我不是马先生。
The negative of
是
is.
不是不是不是
Let's compare a statement with its negative. Listen, I'm Wang Dànián.
我是王大年。我是王大年。
I'm not Wang Dànián.
我不是王大年。我不是王大年。
Here it is live.
我是王大年。
我不是王大年。
Here's another comparison live.
我是胡美玲。
我不是胡美玲。
Here's another live exchange. Listen.
你是马先生吗？
我不是马先生。我姓王。
The negative of
姓
works the same way as the negative of.
是
Listen, is your surname Fang?
你姓方吗？你姓方吗？
My surname is not Fang.
我不姓方。我不姓方。
Here's the negative of.
姓不姓不姓不姓
Let's compare a statement with
姓
and its negative with.
不姓
My surname is Wang.
我姓王。我姓王。
My surname isn't Wang.
我不姓王。我不姓王。
Here it is live.
我姓王。
我不姓王。
Here's another comparison live.
我姓胡。
我不姓胡。
Now listen to this live exchange.
你姓马吗？
不姓马，姓王。
Notice that in the question,
你姓马吗？
the word
马
is a surname, while the word
嘛
is a yes-no question marker. Notice also that Mr. Ma doesn't bother to supply the subject for his sentences. It's obvious from the question that the subject must be I. Here's a word-for-word translation using not for
不。
You are surnamed Ma?
你姓马吗？你姓马吗？
Not am surnamed Ma.
不姓马，不姓马，
Am surnamed Wang.
姓王，姓王。
Now let's see if you can follow this live conversation. Listen carefully.
你是方小姐吗？
我不姓方，姓胡。我是胡美玲。
Try translating it.
你是方小姐吗？
Are you Miss Fang?
我不姓方，
My surname isn't Fang.
姓胡。
It's who?
我是胡美玲。
I'm Hú Meilíng. So far, you've learned one way to ask someone's surname.
你姓什么？
This is a straightforward way to ask someone's surname, but it's considered somewhat blunt. Even in an official setting, you'll quite likely be asked your surname in a more respectful way, the way that would be required in a more social situation. Listen to this polite exchange. Your surname?
您贵姓？您贵姓？
My surname's Wang.
我姓王，我姓王。
Here's the polite word for you.
您，您，您。
Let's compare the polite word for you
您
with the plain word for you.
你
There are two differences in pronunciation. First, the polite word has a final N sound,
您
while the plain word doesn't.
你
Second, the polite word is in the rising tone,
您
while the plain word is in the low tone.
你
Listen to the polite and plain words for you.
您，你。
Here's the polite word for surname, literally honorable surname.
贵姓？贵姓？贵姓？
You'll recognize the element,
姓
which you've already learned, as a verb, to be surnamed.
贵
By itself means precious or expensive, and hence honorable. Listen for the polite words
您
and
贵姓
in the exchange. Your surname?
您贵姓？您贵姓？
My surname's Wang.
我姓王，我姓王。
Literally, then,
您贵姓
is something like you surname, with both words being special polite forms. Notice, by the way, that this polite question is answered in just the same way as the plain question.
你姓什么？
Here's the exchange live.
您贵姓？
我姓王，
Like the question,
你姓什么？
the question
你是谁？
is also thought to be straightforward to the point of being blunt. Even if someone wants to know your full name, he's only likely to hint at it by asking your surname. If you catch the hint, you can supply your full name. Listen to this live exchange.
您贵姓？
我是胡美玲。
In these lessons, when you're asked,
您贵姓？
take the question in its literal sense and answer with surname alone. That's how we'll confirm it. But you should be aware that it's common and sometimes even more appropriate to answer with the full name. Don't be surprised if you hear the full answer in some of the dialogues. After you've said your surname, you might be asked for your given name alone. Listen to the following exchange. What's your given name?
你叫什么？你叫什么？
My given name is Dànián.
我叫大年，我叫大年。
The verb
叫
means to be called. In this context, we might say that it means to be given named. Listen to the verb to be called or to be given named.
叫，叫，叫。
Now listen to the exchange again. What's your given name?
你叫什么？你叫什么？
My given name is Dànián.
我叫大年，我叫大年。
Here it is live.
你叫什么？
我叫大年。
You may have noticed the parallel between
姓
to be surnamed and
叫
to be given named. They function just the same way in the sentence. Here's a similar exchange live.
你叫什么？
我叫美玲。
That's the end of this lesson. Remember to head over to Lenguin.com to do the exercises. That's Lenguin, as in Lenguin the penguin. Thanks for watching. I want to thank all of our supporters for helping making these courses possible. We want to keep these courses free, and with your donations, we can do that. So be sure to check out our Patreon page, where in exchange for as little as $1, we're giving out rewards. Until next time, stay cool.